just to know you, just to live inside your grace, just to feel you. In my heart at this time, in this place, there is peace in every breath, as my mind dwells on your name, finding peace, peace within, treasure of bliss never ends. Sauce, sauce, mananama, mananama, samara, itobi saram, need pai, itobi saram, need pai. Just to know you, just to live inside your grace, just to feel you. In my heart at this time, in this place, there is peace in every breath, as my mind dwells on your name, finding peace, peace within, treasure of bliss never ends.
My, that was beautiful. Aisha, Arden, oh yeah. Good morning to each of you. How nice to see you sitting here. How nice to have us all together once again, our family. And Bernie, I have a feeling you're going to be helping me throughout with the slides, please. You just want your name to be broadcast, Bernie. I know this. So on behalf of Unity Rochester Spiritual Center, welcome. Welcome once again. Welcome home. Home to a place of love and a place of worship. If this is your first time with us, kindly raise your hand so we can bring a packet to you. Don't be shy. Right over here, someone is shy. But we won't point you out, even though you're from Long Island. Port Jefferson, I understand, 45 minutes away from Huntington, my hometown. So, since we are celebrating, oh, guess what we're celebrating this month? Come on now, what are we celebrating? We are celebrating Pride this month, and could I have put more of an outfit together for you? Let's see, I'll take this and I'll take that. You don't think Thomas is the only one who can look pretty up here, do you? So one of the things that I thought about, as a person who was closeted for more than half of my life. There are things you have to express, and I'm someone who writes poetry, and so I put together this book called Sappho's Lost Daughter. And in it, I put some of my writings, because if you keep it all in here, you just about explode. And so I'm just going to read you one of the poems that I wrote in 1992. It's called "The World Told Us to Be Invisible." The world told us to be invisible. Many of us obeyed. But when we became invisible to others, we also became invisible to ourselves. We denied our feelings. We denied our rights. We denied our lives. It's time to stop listening to the world and start listening to our hearts. It's time to feel our feelings, claim our rights, take back our lives. It's time to be visible to ourselves and to each other. And it's time to be proud of who we are. To my brothers and sisters who may still be in the closet, who recently came out, God bless you. This is such a welcoming place and such a home for all of us who have struggled. So, what would you like to say now? So, and now, all of my friends, I offer you these acknowledgments as you settle into this sacred space. This is a sanctuary of love and acceptance of all. This is a sanctuary of healing and peace. This is a holy space. It's a space of inquiry where you are asked to think on your own rather than being told what to think. We ask questions for you to ponder so that you may discover your understanding of truth. And may we remember why we gather here each Sunday. We are all here, we are all here because of divine order. We are meant to be here to learn, to teach, to pray, to meditate, and to join in community. And we are here to remember and to share our core values of love and gratitude, creativity, and spiritual growth. We're here to remember that Jesus Christ is our way shower. He shows us the way to remembering. We strive to raise our consciousness to the presence of the divine. We seek the awareness of a first-hand experience with God as we apply the Unity 5 principles to our lives. Our opening prayer: Holy Source of love and light, we offer gratitude for this dedicated community and for all those who strive to create a loving and safe environment as we join in person and in spirit in living the truth we know. We are grateful for all members and visitors who felt a call to be present, who recognize the need to slow down and to allow the presence of the divine to remind them of their truth. And blessings upon this congregation, Holy Creator, as we honor the Christ within ourselves and within each other. And so it is. Amen. Bringing up the prayer box is Prayer Chaplain John Frank. Contained within the prayer box are your prayers, your offers of gratitude, your requests for healing, for yourself or for others. Thank you, John. Holy Creator, we know that what we seek has already been answered. You knew before we even asked what was in our heart. And so we offer gratitude for healing for all of these requests, all of these offers of gratitude. We join in gratitude with you and with them. We ask for healing and the awareness of healing. We ask for the awareness of healing that is taking place in Mike Gassick, our former board president, our member who is such a beloved part of this community, for Roy and for others who are struggling at this time. We offer gratitude. Thank you, Holy Creator. And so it is. Amen. Together may we recite the Lord's Prayer. Our Creator, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive those. And leave us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Oh, we'll go the other way. Daily Word today is being read by Rudra DaCosta. It's up there.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Kindness. Today, I will be kind to others. When I think of being kind, I am reminded of the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It only takes a moment and no special effort to be kind. I can smile at a stranger, hold the door open for the person behind me, or let someone go ahead of me in line. These small acts of kindness bless everyone involved. Other kind efforts may take more thought. I think of how I prefer to be treated. I certainly want to be heard and respected. I want to know my views and opinions matter. I want others to see my value and treat me with dignity. I hold this thought as I think of others. I see people imbued with the Spirit of God. Kindness flows through me to bless others. Proverbs 21:21. Whoever pursues righteousness and kindness will find life and honor.
Thank you, Rudra. Well done. Well done, buddy. Well done. Bernie, please. Thank you. I have asked for testimony for anyone who has wanted to speak, and Anne came and said, you know, I think I got something here. Can you help? Please.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Anne.
Rudra, you're a hard act to follow, but I'm going to do my best. After being what I considered a devoted Catholic girl for the first 30 years of my life, I spent the next 40 years going from Catholic church to Catholic church, sitting in the back and hoping no one would notice me, because I was told very clearly to my face and behind my back I was not welcome as a divorced, remarried, and then divorced again woman. Although one pastor did ask to meet with me personally so he could invite me to increase my financial contribution for a special church project, having told me prior to that I could not usher, lector, or be a Eucharistic minister. As one scandal after another broke in the Catholic Church regarding their priest's behavior, including a man I had sent my daughters to for religious instruction, and the man I was confessing to and asking forgiveness from, my very wise, ethical, and moral daughter, Carrie, said to me, "Mom, how can you continue to be a part of that institution and financially support them?" And all I could think of was, I will go to hell if I am not Catholic. Meanwhile, Carrie found Unity and encouraged me to join her as she prepared to christen Finn. Of course I said yes. I know the value of a strong spiritual foundation. I would participate, but it would never be church for me. But after attending for several weeks and christening Finn, I kept coming. I found my heart and my thoughts shifting. I attended a new members class and continued to feel embraced and safe with my classmates John, Val, Daryl, Mitch, Matt, Joanne, Sue, and of course Reverend Barb. Not to mention, as I look around, all of my new church family / friends. Did I really have to believe everything I thought? Could I really co-create with God and make a difference? Could I see myself as part of God, able to receive and understand His truth and give it back to the world? Could I choose door number 1 every single time? Then Catherine asked me to read the daily word. Nancy asked me to stay for coffee. And Reverend Barb wrote me a letter thanking me for my financial contributions. And she always makes time to really listen to me. I was welcomed as an usher by Catherine, a bookstore helper by Nancy, a kitchen helper by Julie, and a kind and generous angel named Suzanne started calling me every month to pray with me and for me. After 2 years, I say with every fiber of my being, this most definitely is church. A place that's welcoming and inclusive, a place that helps me talk and listen to God. There are no arbitrary rules, no judgments, no punishments, no guilt, no shame, just love. Thank you, Reverend Barb.
Beautiful. Thank you. Bernie, please. Just keep doing it, please.
Please do join in.
Yeah. Nope.
How could anyone? I think you'll recognize it. For those of you who do, please join in. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone ever notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone
anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
How could anyone
Never tell you you are anything less than beautiful. How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
How deeply
We are connected to my soul. Thank you. As we clear our minds, drop our shoulders, and we leave the mundane behind, we want to remind ourselves of what we want to get rid of or fail to believe, what we choose to deny. Would you read the denial with me aloud, please? I am not helpless. I will not live in fear of being condemned by God. And then we want to affirm the truth of who we are, the truth of our lives, the truth of our oneness with Creator, the truth of our oneness with each other. May we affirm, I co-create my life in the here and now with God who loves me unconditionally, unconditionally. You know, as a former teacher, and part of the teacher training, we're taught to, of course, have a purpose for each one of our lessons. What is the purpose of the lesson? Why are you presenting this to your students? What are your hopes? What are your objectives? What do you hope they will walk away with? And that's really no different than a lesson up here, because the underlying, and if I'm pronouncing this correct, raison d'être, the underlying reason or the purpose of this lesson is hopefully something that you will walk away with. The most important purpose for Unity's existence. Why Unity? Anne so beautifully shared with us, thank you, Anne, for what she has taken away. So I'm asking you for unity. Welcome to the Unity spiritual path of the here and now. Is unity providing you with tools that help you transform your life and reality during your lifetime? Is unity providing you with tools that help you transform your life and your reality during your lifetime? Is unity providing you with a spiritual basis for this belief so that you can become more fully in charge of your daily life because you have access to all that is true of God? Is unity, are we teaching you what tools are available to you and how to use these tools so that you may create a more fulfilling life here and now? Many religious faiths focus on preparing their followers now for what they're promised in the hereafter. They teach what is promised for the hereafter, rather than our interactions with each other now. They espouse that only God is in charge of determining their life and their afterlife. Whereas Unity Spiritual Path focuses on helping you prepare for experiencing the wholeness and the oneness of what you live and experience here and now, so that we have tools for here and now. Unity principle number 3 reminds us that we co-create with God. We co-create our lives with God. We create the reality through what we choose to think, what we choose to feel, and what we choose to believe. And I've asked you before, what is the key word in that? Choose, what we choose to think, feel, and believe as we work with God. I was talking with a friend, Dee, a friend from second grade. We're still friends now. And she has found her spiritual path. It's not Unity, but I'll tell you, the teachings seem pretty close. And she said, Bob, it's not about what God does to us or for us. It's what God has provided for us, and we have the free will to choose how we're going to live what has been given to us. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty Unity. Hi, Joan. It's so good to see you here. So Unity Spiritual Path focuses on helping us prepare for experiencing the wholeness, the oneness of what we live and experience here and now, that we co-create with God. What I just read is a statement for today's lesson. The underlying raison d'être. I took Spanish, I didn't take French, so give me some leeway here. The underlying reason for today's lesson. In the world of education, of course, as I said, we call this the purpose. Why? Every part of this lesson, every part of this service, everything from when you walk in, the 10-minute silence, the posting of one of the principles up there for you to focus on, the music, the daily word, testimony, the lesson, the music, the hugs, the prayers, are all part of what we offer as a community, as a leadership team, as your minister, to help you remember your purpose of why you are here. I shared a couple of weeks ago, your purpose, among your purposes, is to be the light you wish to see in the world, to spread the light you wish to be shared in the world. By hugging a little kid, by hugging your loved one, by saying thank you to that person who just picked something up for you. That's light. That's part of our purpose. And I'd like to revisit part of my welcome, which is also part of the purpose of every lesson and every service. I'd like to revisit part of my welcome that I offer every Sunday that I share to open the service. So here's a quote from that. And now, all my friends, I offer you these acknowledgments as you settle into this sacred space. This is a sacred space. It's not just a room. It's a sanctuary. If I leave behind the troubles of the world and I embrace the feeling of oneness with my fellow congregants, this becomes a sacred space. And now, all my friends, I offer you these acknowledgments as you settle into this sacred space. Hi, Carrie. This is a sanctuary of love and acceptance of all. Have you heard me say that? What is the raison d'être for why I say it? The reason behind this statement: we don't judge others because God is all good and active and everything, everywhere. Principle number 1. Let's hear it again. This is a sanctuary and of love and acceptance of all. Why do I say that? Because we don't judge others. Because God is active in them as well as in us and in everything. And then I say, this is a sanctuary of healing and peace. What is the reason behind that statement? We seek to provide you with the ways of eliminating the darkness in your life and recognizing your innate light. We encourage you to share. I'm naturally good because God's divinity is in me and in everyone. This is a sanctuary of healing and peace. There's a reason for that. And then I say, we ask questions for you to ponder so that you may discover your understanding of truth. The reason behind that statement? We don't preach. We teach. Because I'm a co-creator with God, creating reality through what I choose to think, what I choose to feel, and what I choose to believe. We don't preach. We teach. And then I say, this is a holy space of inquiry where you are asked to think on your own rather than being told what to think. That doesn't mean we're not going to have debates. Jan and I had debates. Right, Jan? Yes. And I went home and I read more after that debate, I got to tell you. Which is good because Jan is helping me raise my level of consciousness. As we discuss and talk and say, you know, Barb, I got a bone to pick with you. And I say, uh-oh, what's coming now? I'm not going to say what it was, but Jan shared with me something that I said that sounded counter to what I had said before. That's helpful feedback for me. That's helpful information. That's helpful for me knowing that I, Barbara Adams, on this earthly plane, don't have all the answers. But when I tap into that Christ consciousness and I seek truth, and God says, well, you know, you got to seek that truth by co-creating that with me. So, Barb, maybe you better go to some books and look that up. And maybe you better go online and look that up. And then when you sit with Jan next time, you can compare those notes again. Does that work, Jan?
It sure does.
And then the final part of my welcome is this. And we are here to remember and to share our core values of love, gratitude, creativity, and spiritual growth. Have you heard me say that? Yes. Yeah? Okay. The reason behind that statement is because I do and give my best by living the truth I know. I make a difference. Principle number 5. We are here to remember and to share our core values of love, gratitude, creativity, and spiritual growth. Why? Because we're here to do our best and to live the truth we know. I don't see anything that says, welcome to Unity Rochester Spiritual Center, where we teach you how to prepare for the afterlife. I don't see that anywhere. Or I don't see it anywhere where it says we tell you how to think. And as I said, boy, debate could not be more helpful in helping all of us reevaluate our thoughts and our thinking. Because what I welcome you with are statements about the here and now, about thinking on your own, about using your free will to make meaningful decisions for your life now. They're about each of us being individualized expressions of God, Spirit, Creator. It's about asking questions so that you may discover your understanding of truth. But here's the catch. You knew there'd be one, right? So this is the only catch. You are asked to be active participants in shaping your understanding of truth. You are asked to participate. You are not expected to sit and watch some person up here do razzle-dazzle, and then you leave and say, well, that was kind of nice, and then that's the end of it. Because active participation means that you have a stake in raising your consciousness, that you have a stake in living the truth that you know. Sorry? Razzle. Stop it! Stop it! Okay, where was I? So if you're active participants, what are you asked to do? You're asked, you come here with an open mind and a willingness to contemplate the lesson. You come here with an open mind and a willingness to contemplate the lesson. To contemplate it. What does that mean to me? Why did she just say that, or why did he just say that? Do I agree with that? How does that fit into? That's part of active participation. Active participation is also that you are willing to take even a nugget of information from each lesson that resonates with you and seek to apply it to your life. Remember when I handed these out? How many of you did these? Homework? One? Kind of, sort of. Maybe. Oh, don't look at me, teacher, don't call on me. Okay. What this was, Cheryl, did you have a question? No, I was absent. You're off the hook, Cheryl. What this was asking you, how do you spread your light? You know, to be conscious of even a half hour of your day to say, I want to remember to spread my light. And then do it. Or if you just did it, gee, make a note of that. Wouldn't that be cool? And then here and here and here and say, man, I'm doing pretty good here. 1 out of 7 days, I spread my light. Preferably more. And really, the whole intention of that is to have you be aware of what you're already doing, right? You're already doing it. All I'm asking you to do is to be aware of all that you're doing, of how you're adding to the light of creation by turning up that Bunsen burner within and sharing it with others. All right, how else are you asked to be active participants? That you have the willingness to listen for the mention of even just one new tool that is talked about in the lesson or practiced during the service, that you're willing to listen for something, so that during the week you seek ways to use that tool to help you better understand truth, God, love, and oneness. In other words, what did she say? What did he say of how I can learn more about that? What was it that she said or he said of where I can go to get more information? How is it that they led that meditation or that time of silence? Is that something that I can do and put everything aside and make time for myself before I continue on with all the tasks in my life? Here again are some examples of tools. The silence or meditation, affirmation, denials. Those are tools of helping you be conscious of removing the darkness, the stuff that is getting in the way, the barriers to the awareness of love's presence. And affirmations are reminders of what you already know or what you wish to practice in your life, what you choose to further embed your awareness into. What are the biblical readings or references that are used during the lesson? Is that something maybe we just read a little bit and you want to go home and look it up and find out what was before and after that? What are some of the writings of New Thought leaders? Do you know who the New Thought leaders are? Have you taken a glance at all that we offer in the bookshop? Bookstore. What is there for you? Another tool is the awareness of the principles. I'm going to suggest that you also consider going to a site online, truthunity.net. 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 So, all right, let's just sort of give this a try. You know that booklet, that little spiral book that's under the seat in front of you, and there's also a pen in there somewhere. And let's see, do you have one, Nancy?
Oh,
There's one. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Anybody have an extra one we can give to the up here? Do you have extras we can hand out? Here we go. Here we go. See? We want everybody to be happy. Again, I broke the fourth wall. Okay, so we're just going to give this a little shot here. It's always the one up front that causes the problem. You ask how much I love you. All right, now here's what we're going to do. Take a look at the first paragraph up there. Unity Spiritual Path focuses on helping me, you, that's why I changed it. Helps me prepare for experiencing the wholeness and oneness of what I live and experience here and now. And then don't worry about the unity principle number 3. That just reinforces it. So take a look again. Unity Spiritual Path focuses on helping me prepare for experiencing the wholeness and oneness of what I live and experience here and now. You don't have to write that because it's there already for you. Think about what that statement means to you. Contemplate it. What does that mean to you? The first paragraph. And here's where I'm going to ask you to write. I have 3 questions. I'll read the 3 and then I guess I didn't put those up there. What does that first paragraph mean to you? How does it apply to you? What do you visualize yourself doing as you apply this to your life? You can take that any way. What does it mean to you? How can you apply it? How do you visualize yourself applying this to your life? What does it mean to you? How does it apply to you? How do you see yourself applying it to your life? When you've thought that through, you can just write out your response. What does it mean to me? What does the first paragraph mean to you? How do you see yourself applying this to your life? We'll just take those two. How do you see yourself applying this to your life? Just maybe one or two examples. About 30 more seconds, please. Okay. All right, now, yeah, tear that page out of the book, because that's for you. It's not for the next person who uses the book. That's for you. I'm looking for one or two brave souls who would like to share what they've written. Don, did you just raise your hand? Oh, look at you, Don. Oh, no, the microphone, please. Yeah. Thank you, Don.
Good morning, all. I mean, it just came to me,
Into the microphone, Don.
just being more in the present. Because I am a planner, I do a lot, and I'm always thinking about, reflecting backwards or reflecting forwards. So just be more in the present state of mind. Slow down. Meditate more. And then I also put, thirdly, to be an example of love and kindness to others, my children and grandchildren.
Thank you, Don. One more person. Yes, come on up, Isaiah. Isaiah 5, 1 through 4.
Good morning. I wrote down that it helps to reinforce knowledge that I've already acquired. It encourages the experience and embodiment of that information. The quote that went through my head was, I watch you guys, and if you can do it, so can I. It really helps when I hear Reverend Barb or Mitch come up here, and their messages are very synchronistic for whatever my journey is at that moment. And what it helps to encourage me to do is shoot for my goal of fully being self-realized. And then it reinforces the idea of freedom and Mexico, which will make sense if you know me.
Thank you, Isaiah. That was great. Anyone else? I don't want to turn this off if somebody else would like to. Tony. Come on up, Tony. Good to see you.
Yes. Everybody's been going through,
Microphone.
and we haven't been here in a little bit because everybody's been taking turns being sick at home. So yeah, everybody's still recovering. But I put down, we are all one and all love. And for my two examples, I put realizing that we are all the same. We all come from the same source. So there's really no difference between anybody. And my second example was stopping your world in order to see or know what's beyond, which is what we do a lot here with meditation and taking the time to stop and block out all the distractions in life and focus on what is really there.
Thank you, Tony. Wonderful. Wonderful. Beautiful. I'm going to conclude. As you think about the message in my lesson, are you at ease with affirming this? Unity Spiritual Path focuses on helping me prepare for experiencing my wholeness, my oneness, what I live and experience here and now. If you are, you don't have to give any response. I hope you are. So, my friends, not only do I love you, I appreciate you. And I recognize the love within you, the willingness within you, the joy within you. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. beautiful. We're going to take some time in the silence now, please. You want to drop your shoulders. Exhale, inhale, exhale. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, please do so. Behind those closed eyes, see the light of God. Behind your closed eyes, see the light of God. Feel the light of God. Feel the warmth, the love. Feel a total acceptance as who you are. Offer gratitude to our Holy Creator. When you find your mind wandering, focus back on that light of God behind your closed eyes. Because God is reflecting not only God's light, but your light back at you. Feel the peace. Feel the warmth. Feel the love. Tool which we are using right now is that of meditation in the silence. A tool that you can use at any time at home or wherever you are. Where you drop your shoulders. You exhale. And you see the light of God. In the silence, what would you like to express to our Holy Creator in the silence? When you're ready, come back to the room. Light, love, oneness is truth. I would have liked for that to be longer, but I don't want to keep us here too long. Unfortunately, when I did my song and dance, it extended the length of my, and you can blame Carrie. See, she left. She didn't want to get blamed. See what I'm saying, Babs? Okay.
It was much appreciated.
Oh, well, thank you, Dawn. Thank you. Thank you. So now as you think of the abundance of what you have been given by our Holy Creator, all that you have been given, think of what you are willing to share with our ministry so that, is it stuck? Is it stuck? I need a dresser now.
I think you're okay.
All right, thank you. Please think of the abundance that you have been provided with, and everything that we have been provided with comes from the source of all being, the source of creation, substance. And we are given and we are asked to give. So may we recite together, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. We're going to, during the collection, during the offering, we're going to be treated with the genius of Arden. Seriously. Whenever you're ready, Arden. Wow. Here we have Arden going, plunka, plunka, plunka. And then we get the Thank you, Arden. Thank you. We'll be back with you in just a moment, actually. May we bring up the offerings, please? Yeah, exactly, right? Ooh,
Okay.
there we go. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Ann. Thank you all. Thank you for offering from your abundance to this beautiful ministry that we may continue to grow and prosper and bring more souls into the sanctuary so that we may love together, laugh together, learn together, pray together, be together, and remember the oneness of who we are. Blessings upon your offerings, and so it is. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you. All right, our weekly announcements. Meditation class Tuesday evenings. Still on. All right, thank you, Daryl. Strawberry Festival, June 15th, after service. Julie, what do we need to know prior to that about bringing the strawberries?
I will be here Saturday at 10 o'clock to collect any strawberries anybody wants to bring in to donate. And we'll have everything ready so that on Father's Day we can celebrate.
You'll be here Saturday at 10 o'clock.
I am.
All right, thank you, Julie. Prayer chaplains are available always for you after service around the outside of the sanctuary. Please avail yourselves of their love. Our thank you to Arden. Arden, would you kindly step forward, my love? Over here. Just come around over here. Yes. Yes. Now, you can So we want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart, and we have a Unity pin here. That's for you. We have the prayer for protection here for you, and a card for you. And we are so grateful for your laughter, for your silliness, because you can't work here if you're not silly, and for your amazing talent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can I share that you'll be back? Okay. Now, here's the good news. Just found out this morning. Arden's coming back in August.
Yeah, August, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take these back. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the prayer for protection to bring us to close. Don't step on my toes. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is we join hands around the outside of the sanctuary for Let There Be Peace on Earth?
One moment.
Did I say Port Jeff instead of, what did I say?
Oh, it's the same areas.
Nice job up there, buddy. Yeah. Let's join in oh, gee, I'm sorry. Let's join in fellowship for coffee and treats. Thank you all.